I would like you to use your imagination. Imagine that you're jumping out of an airplane. You have this beautiful view of the planet underneath you. You feel the wind in your face. Your hair is flicking a little. It's a gorgeous day and you're totally present in the moment. For whatever reason, you need to pull your reserve when it comes to actually having a parachute save your life. You pull the cord, out it comes, and it breaks. The only thing that's between you and death is now gone. Feel into that for a moment, if you even can imagine it. I know I couldn't have. The fear that comes when the body knows it's dying, it's like no other fear. You're falling towards the earth, and you have this flicking thing above you. And then the next extraordinary thing happens. The fear is completely gone. And what comes instead is, there's really no words for it. Grace, acceptance. It's not bliss. It's beyond emotion. It's beyond thinking. Do you think it's possible to be falling to your death and be completely at peace? It might sound strange, but it is. It happened to me. And it's the most extraordinary moment of my life. When I was 21, I had pretty much everything I had been told I needed to have in order to be happy. Fantastic fiance, great career, making money, traveling the world, an active life, lots of friends. And I was miserable. I did not want to be here. Often did I think about ending my life. And then I would feel guilty because I knew I was privileged. I had it all. Who am I to feel that I don't want to be here when I have it all? And so many people live in misery and wars and famine. Who am I to not value what I had? Which only added to the guilt and the shame and the not wanting to be here. And then I didn't have the courage to do anything about it, and that became a guilt. So I lived like that for many years, trying to fix my life by changing things outside of myself. A new boyfriend, a new job, a new home, a new gadget. It all helped a little bit for a while, but it never really helped deep inside. Until that day when I was skydiving, which I did quite a bit. That was my 100th jump. And I had to pull the reserve and it broke. That day changed my life. I had a vision in the plane before I jumped out of the airplane where I saw the whole thing happen. I saw myself jumping out of the plane, needing to pull the reserve, and the reserve breaking. And in that moment, in the dream, in the plane, I knew I had to make a choice. Live or die. And if you had asked me that question on the ground, yeah, I did not want to be here. But in the plane, in that dream, when I had the choice, it was clear to me I wanted to live. Clear, and had nothing to do with fear of death or anything. It was just obvious. Oh my God, I'm not living my life. Yes, I am alive, but I'm not living. I was so victimized, feeling I had no power whatsoever. And I made a choice. Yes, I want to live. And I knew the only way to survive something like this would be with a very broken body. So I added this little sentence, I want to live with a healthy body. And then I pushed it all out of my mind and jumped. And as you can see, I'm here, I survived. That's a long story. But I learned something really profound that day. As I was falling to my death, and this shift came where the fear went away, and I became what we all truly are, I knew beyond any doubt that the concept that I had heard about, that I'm not my body, my mind, my emotions, I'm something much, much bigger than that, that became real. I knew I was fine. my body was falling to its death, it was completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. If my body lived or not had nothing to do with me. I experienced being what we really are beyond our physical form. And it set me free. How could I ever worry about what a loved one would say, or the gossip of friends, or losing a job, or breaking a bone, or whatever? How could I worry about that when I knew even death was irrelevant? It changed everything, everything. It didn't change my life. I slammed into the ground and my life was the same, but I viewed it differently. The filter I carried with me had changed. And another profound insight was the power we all have. I made the ultimate choice between life and death, and life responded. I said, yes, I want to live. And I did it in a way I had never made a choice before, with no doubt, no hesitation, no, oh, I decide tomorrow, maybe this, maybe that. Yes, I want to live, and I want to live fully and completely with all the power of my being. And it happened. And it's impossible. It couldn't happen. It's a miracle. I should not be standing here. But because I made a choice, the universe, life, responded. I could never again say that I have no power in my life. God knows I tried. I still do. But I know it's not true. I know we are all so powerful, powerful beyond our wildest imagination. We can create anything, anything. And it's all about being able to know who you are and move beyond this body, this mind, and these emotions. Like, I have a body, and this body has its own desire. It wants to live at no cost, at any cost. It wants all its needs met, food, water, procreation. It has its own agenda. My emotional being has its own agenda. It wants to feel good. It will do anything to feel good, to have the highest possible vibration energetically. That's what my emotions are always striving for. My mind wants to understand, to create, to be curious, to know. It has its own agenda. And then there's a spiritual aspect, my soul, who's on its own journey. And then there's what I really am. If you think of it as a fishbowl, my human form is my fish. And most humans live from that one point of view. I'm the fish. And I'm trying to arrange my closest circumstances in this fishbowl so I can feel safe, have my needs met physically, emotionally, and mentally. It's all about that close proximity of me, the fish. As we get more aware, we tend to care for the whole fishbowl. But what I experienced that day is that I'm the bowl itself. I'm not the fish. I'm not the fish that was in the bowl. I'm the fish bowl. So, I'm out of time. What I would want to leave you with, get a little pouch, an empty pouch. Put in it what you want to put into your body, your mind and emotions, your fish bowl. Be very aware of what you put into your little pouch. And make that your power intent, what you want in your life. Little pouch. It will possibly change everything for you. Thank you so much.